Here's a question I want you to sit with. How many leads has your business generated in the last 90 days? Now here is the harder question. How many of those leads actually turned into customers? If there's a big gap between those two numbers, and for most operators there is, the instinct is to run more ads, post more content, get more leads in the top of the funnel. But more leads flowing into a broken funnel does not fix the funnel. It just makes the leak more expensive. Today, we are talking about the leaky funnel, why your lead generation is losing you money, and exactly how to fix it. Before we get into it, if you are a business owner, an operator, or someone who is tired of generating leads that go nowhere, subscribe now. This is not a marketing podcast. This is operator thinking, how businesses actually work when the cameras are off. Welcome to Notebook of a COO. A few weeks back, I sat down to build out the curriculum for the Lead Generation Systems course inside the Operator Hub. And as I was mapping out the content, something kept coming up over and over again. The reason most lead generation fails is not a marketing problem. It is a systems problem. Operators chase tactics. They buy the course on Facebook ads, they try the new content strategy, they run the email campaign, and none of it sticks. Not because the tactics are wrong, but because there is no system underneath them holding everything together. Today, I'm going to give you the framework, the actual architecture of a lead generation system that qualifies leads, scores them, routes them, and converts them. The stuff we built the entire course around. Let us get into it. Here's what most operators are doing with the lead generation right now. They are chasing tactics. TikTok is working? Let me try TikTok. Someone says email is dead? Pivot. Someone else says email is back? Pivot again. They are spending all of their time chasing the next thing instead of building a system that works regardless of the platform. They are optimizing for the wrong metrics. They are watching impressions and clicks and follower counts. They are not watching conversions and qualified conversations, which are the only numbers that actually matter. And here is the one that costs the most money. They treat every lead the same. No scoring, no prioritization. A cold lead from a freebie gets the same follow-up as someone who just answered 12 questions and basically said, I need help now. The result, every single time, is a leaky funnel. Money and time go in, revenue does not come out at the rate it should. The fix is not more leads. The fix is a better system for the leads you already have. Here is the architecture of a lead generation system that actually works. 4 components. Let us walk through each one. 1. The assessment first methodology. The foundation of a high converting lead funnel is the diagnostic assessment, and here is why this works so well. When you put a well-designed assessment in front of a prospective customer, you are giving them something they actually want. They want to know where they stand. They want to understand their gaps. They want a diagnosis before they trust you with a prescription. The fact that the assessment also qualifies them for your offer, that is a byproduct of good design, not the primary function. And here's the data point that made me go all in on this methodology. Prospects who self-diagnose are 3 to 5 times more likely to convert because they arrive on a call or at a sales page already believing they need what you have. You are not convincing them of a problem. They identify the problem themselves. That is the difference between selling and guiding. An assessment first gets you to guiding every time. 2. Building the qualification funnel. Once you have the assessment concept, you need to build the funnel around it. And a well-built qualification funnel measures exactly 3 things. Readiness. Are they actively seeking a solution right now? Not passively interested, actively looking. Budget. Do they have the resources to invest? This does not have to be a direct question. You design questions that reveal this indirectly. Fit. Does your offer actually solve their specific problem? Every question in your funnel should be pulling on one of those 3 dimensions, not intake forms. Not questions that extract value from the prospect without giving anything back. Questions that help them understand themselves while helping you understand them. And then every result segment maps to a clear next step. Book a call. Enter a nurture sequence. Redirect to a more appropriate resource. Every path has to be intentional. No path should be a dead end. 3. Ask yourself, and then what? This is the most important question in lead generation, and almost nobody is asking it consistently enough. And then what? A prospective customer finds you on Instagram, and then what? A prospective customer listens to this podcast, and then what? A prospective customer clicks on your ad, and then what? You have to know the answer to that question at every single point in your funnel, because every place where you do not have a clear answer, that is a leak. That is a place where a prospect gets lost, and a lost prospect does not wait for you to find them. They go somewhere else. Think of your lead funnel as a tour guide. Your job is not to throw information at people and hope they figure out the next step. Your job is to guide them. One clear action, one clear path, one clear reason to keep moving forward. The more detailed and intentional that path is, the less leakage you have. And less leakage means every dollar you spend on lead generation works harder. 4. Lead scoring and the LTV math. Once leads are in your system, you need a way to prioritize them. Not all leads are equal, and treating them like they are is one of the fastest ways to waste your team's time. Lead scoring works on 2 dimensions: fit, who they are, their role, their revenue stage, their business maturity, their industry. This tells you whether they can be a good customer. Interest, what they do, pages visited, emails opened, content consumed, assessment completed. This tells you whether they are ready to buy. You need both. High fit with 0 interest. They are not ready. High interest with poor fit. They will churn. The combination tells you where to put your human attention. High scores get immediate personal follow-up. Low scores go into automated nurture, and you build time decay into the system so that someone who was active 6 months ago does not artificially inflate their score. And then there is the economic side of this. Most operators calculate their cost per lead by taking ad spend and dividing by leads. That number misses everything: creative production, platform fees, team time, software subscriptions. When you calculate your true cost per lead, you are usually 30 to 50% higher than what you thought. The metric that matters is not cost per lead, it is cost per customer. And the ratio that determines your ceiling is lifetime value to customer acquisition cost. Your target baseline, 3 to 1. $3 in lifetime value for every dollar you spend acquiring a customer. Fewer, better fit leads win every single time. Here's your action framework. 5 steps. Step 1. Build your diagnostic assessment. 10 to 12 questions. 3 to 4 result segments. Give the prospect something valuable in return for their answers. Step 2. Design your qualification funnel around readiness, budget, and fit. And at every stage, ask yourself, and then what? Step 3. Implement lead scoring. Fit dimension and interest dimension. Build in time decay. Let the score tell you where to put your energy. Step 4. Define your routing rules. High score triggers personal follow-up. Low score goes to automated nurture. Build the path before someone needs it. Step 5. Calculate your true cost per lead and your lifetime value. If you do not know those numbers cold, you cannot optimize anything. Systems compound over time. Perfection is a distraction. Build it, run it, improve it. And if you want the full framework, the actual course with templates, worksheets, and the scoring logic built out for you, this is exactly what the Lead Generation Systems course inside the Operator Hub delivers. The link to get started is in the description. Here's what I want you to take out of today. You do not have a leads problem. You have a systems problem. The operators who win at lead generation are not the ones with the biggest ad budgets. They are the ones who built the cleanest funnel. Who ask and then what at every step. Who score every lead and route them intelligently. Who know their numbers and optimize deliberately. That is not complicated. It is just different from what most people are doing. If this episode gave you something useful, share it with one person who is building a business right now. And subscribe if you have not, because we are going to keep building on this. Wherever you are, that is exactly where you are supposed to be, but that does not mean you have to stay there. Until next time.